Conor fans, this isn't meant to be disrespectful. I'm going to look at this objectively as I always do and be honest. So, I put can you ice skate and I will explain. You can fill in this blank with whatever you'd like. I used ice skating as an example of something that takes some skill, right? So whether it's ice skating, um just playing an instrument, whatever it is, think of how long it took you to acquire the skills necessary for that said thing, right? So ice skating, if you have never done it, or say you've done it twice or something like that, um, you are well aware that it's not easy. You don't. I've never seen anyone just like put on ice skates and start crossing over their feet and skating backwards and everything. And then there's levels and levels and levels of figure skating, etc., etc. Now, how does that kind of fit in? Well, here you go. This is George LaRock. He was a famous enforcer, I guess, for lack of a better. I think that's. I'm not a big hockey fan, but um, he's on ice skates and he is beating the living shit out of everyone, and he was known for that. And I think in hockey, that's kind of the norm. Is you got a enforcer, maybe that should be in quotes, on your team, but you got to figure to balance like this to pull someone forward as you're punching them, etc. It takes a tremendous amount of skill on ice skates. Ice skating is very hard. Now, I don't have any footage of George St. Pierre punching someone in the face on ice skates. Um, Clearly, that's not where I'm going with this. So, George Larac is French Canadian, as is George St. Pierre, as you probably know by now. Um, Wrestling, if any of you have grappled, you will know is much more technique than anything. So they had a friendly. This is definitely looks like TriStar. This is a friendly little wrestling match, and you can see that there's a huge size difference. But George's technique, including that arm drag into single leg that he just did, is magical, and he's doing whatever he wants. That guy, I only I only cut this or edited it in spots where there was kind of no action. Point being, pretty obvious, I would hope at this point. One person's done one thing a lot, one person's done the other thing a lot. Either wouldn't stand a chance against the other in their respective field of combat. If hockey fights are combat or wrestling matches are, I think they both are. So, obviously, this was the Jeremy Stevens joke, which is fucking hilarious, no doubt. But this is the second released footage of Conor sparring this guy that no one knows. I mean, you may know him now. There was Conor just jumping to punch, right? You're seeing some snap on his punches, but you're seeing him get jabbed a lot as he's trying to measure. And what I'm noticing with this other guy too is whenever he's smothering and using boxing distance rather than like an MMA distance, is where Conor looked really lost, and that's something to just kind of keep in mind as we go through that clip. I think it's only 50 seconds in total, but I'm gonna kind of split it in parts with things. So someone that I respect a ton, I'm not gonna say their name, was talking about, but Connor's so fast, lightning blazing. He's the Usain Bolt of punching. Sometimes you gotta be realistic. This is speed. Okay, now look at this in comparison. This guy would get fucking murked by Floyd Mayweather. He would get fucking murked. Do you see a speed difference or no? I mean, you need eyes on. Look at this jumping. What are you doing? Like that's not. I don't know how much boxing you guys have all done. Most of you are strikers on my channel. I know. Uh, it's an MMA striking channel, if anything, but I cover jiu-jitsu and grappling too. The point is, I cover boxers. I've been watching boxing longer than anything. Connor edited that video to make himself look a little better than potentially he was. So in reality, you can rewind that and watch it all you want. That dude was teeing off on him. That is some guy that no one knows. Now, in contrast, 49-0, potentially top five ever. I don't know, top three, definitely one defensively. The magician that is Floyd Mayweather. This is against the very best in his weight class. in the world. And most of the clips that I'm using are recent. So while I didn't make it a little black screen with white font for you, all of the things about him being 40, etc., are a little bit silly. These Maidana fights are not that long ago. And the first one, Maidana got a little wild and caught him a few times. But I mean, look at that speed, that jab. And that's like when someone like Canelo is missing that bad. Canelo's right now, he's top three pound for pound. Some might argue, I don't know, one. I think it'd be crazy over Lomachenko, but anyway, the point as we watch this, one thing I want you to notice is again, I'll go back to the distance thing that I was talking about with Conor. There's this look at Manuel Marquez there, how far he's missing. Look at that. Floyd's eyes too, how wide open they are, calm amidst the storm, right? And all these counters at post his punches are so far off. I mean, he's smiling in this dude's face, frustrating him. He ended up getting a headbutt for it, but then knocking the guy the fuck. So I mean, look at that, and I guess that was similar to the jump punch that Connor did. Look at Canelo. I mean, Canelo's a masterful boxer. That's how you really do a cross counter. This is I don't understand how anyone can see this and then see the footage of Connor, which is all you have to go on as far as boxing is concerned, and say that he's going to I mean, people are definitively saying how much he's going to destroy Floyd. And just wait, you see, you bet, you wait. Everyone that doubts him, calm the fuck down. Do you understand why I use the ice skating thing? Someone like a professional hockey player has been ice skating their whole life. Floyd has been boxing his whole life. He's never lost. He's 49-0. Pacquiao is important for you to see. Pacquiao is one of the best of the generation, a Hall of Famer. He lost. Floyd does not get hit. It's very important. Conor is 0-0. He got outpunched against Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz's boxing isn't Lomachenko's. Let's just say that. Now, size and power. Conor's going to catch him one punch, blah, blah, blah. Puncher's chance. Yeah, yep, of course, right? If Floyd allowed me to punch him, I would knock him out, no doubt. I don't think I could ever. So, size and power, everyone thinks gloves. How about someone the same size as they'll be? This is Julian the Hawk Jackson. If you are unfamiliar, this is pretty much the consensus hardest puncher in boxing history, if not one of them, right? Short power. See that? His legs are wide. His base was never really established. And this little right. Watch out. Look at that. There's no distance for him to create torque. Now, with those gloves, I think this fight is at like 147, right? So the gloves would be 8 ounces. I believe, I don't know what year it is, and I think it changed at one point. This guy, the only guy kind of really ever comatose when he punched him in the UFC was Aldo. All the other guys he'd clip and then do the damage afterwards. He had 10 rounds, or not, let me take that back. He had 7 rounds total with Nate Diaz in which he couldn't knock him out, just stunned him basically. This is a guy with massive gloves on, and this is a different kind of knockout.